as I mentioned, we did have a little bit of graphics that are not working this evening, as we can't really connect to any sort of the PGI thing. I do beg your pardon with the message coming up there. It's a fresh install, so it looks like Discord just kind of put itself up here and done its own thing. But we'll try and get rid of that as quickly as possible. Teams now getting themselves out of the plane. Ghost going to be heading over towards the school area here, with the NR team heading in towards the Rozak area. Looks like Crushers Esports going to head over towards Primosk, where the High Voltage crew going to head over towards Sovnovka. Not going to be challenging over No Sleep, who overtook this compound of Pachinki in the Friday evening on day 3. They didn't go there before, it was just predominantly High Voltage going there. But I think with High Voltage being men less, they've kind of opted to get themselves that way inclined. Some shots being taken out here from Ferry Crew over towards Fractus Gaming. Abdu still making his way down into the map here. And looks like Skiza Medea going to try and see what he can do here over towards Ojoru. Not going to be able to connect onto anybody there, that's for sure. No one's going to have guns at that point in any case, except for the team members who've landed at compounds, obviously. But all the way in towards the north of Georgia Pool will the Ferry Crew member go into. Nos Gaming not obviously couldn't make it towards their farm area. Now taken over this like 6-pack area or 12-pack area compound by the bridge area, where predominantly we've seen MLC Devils. So MLC Devils just pulling themselves more in towards Ferry Crew, Ferry Pier. It's pretty quiet. I don't know, it just seems like these teams are playing it really slow at the moment. It was a very slow start to the beginning of the last game as well. Kamensky got the ninjas in bikinis. Obviously Lepovka was a little bit too far for them as well, so it's going to be taking out their second drop as well. And Risers, I think, could be positioning themselves really well in the last couple of days. I'm really liking the way their gameplay has evolved coming into this. As we look at the scores as well, as I've got it on my second screen here, we got an inexorable game with 202 points. 4 Kings with 194 points, with Noz in third with 113 points there. So those are your top 3. Up to 8th in position at the moment is the Crushers Esports with 83 points. Behind them is the Risers with 76, as we've been speaking about, and they're making a good push. They have been knocked out that top 8, but I'm sure they can get themselves back into it. Behind them is White Rabbit Gaming with 60 points. So that, let's have a quick guess. I reckon we're going to be sitting on, to make top 8, I would say 95 points. I think it's a fair assessment of the top 8, I would say. That's an extra 12 points for the Crushers there, should they go, or maybe even 100. Let's call it 100 points for the top 8 there is probably the goal, to make the top 8 at this stage. And it's looking very competitive all the way from 4th all the way down to, I would say, even 12th position at this stage. Anyone could make that way into this lobby, that's for sure. Whitehaven Gaming, Unknowns and Shepard make the move over towards J building, across the way from the Team Ghost members. And pretty relaxed, it must be said, for most of the teams here, as a double drop coming out here towards the members of Fractus Elite. Do they spot this one out? Looks like the Risers have spotted this out though. Indeed they have, and it looks like they're going to be going for this one. Are they aware of the Fractus Elite being inside this compound? It looks like Translucent also having a quick gander at the drop there. I don't know if they're going to be hearing these guys making their way in though. Diggs is making his way across the road here as they get out their vehicles and quite scout this one out. You can see Translucent just still busy looting himself up here. Diggs also looting, actually running for the drop, it would seem. I think he spotted that drop out, so now we see what happens. Let's see what, there's a Grozer in there, so for Punisher he's going to be there, but now Diggs is not going to, are they going to spot out Diggs here? They're not going to. Diggs realizes this and he pulls back. Rises doesn't spot out Diggs here, so Diggs will know that information here. Very important information there for Diggs to get at this stage. Doesn't, just quickly listens on to see if they've spotted out the risers, and the risers will continue on their way here and get themselves over towards the second drop here, which Mr. Frag has actually got out here as well. That's MK14. That's what you want to see as well. So that's good for the risers, picking up those 2 drops there away from Fractus Elite, and they will now get themselves out of that compound as quickly as possible. Disaster makes his movement over towards this foresty area here, along with the Soda coming alongside, but 4 Kings have now crashed on towards Whitechapel Gaming here, and Kandam looking out for some more kills here. 4 Kings with a silent bang has been disconnected at the moment. You can see there in the bottom left, and they're just going to be holding out this one as well. And Fix makes his rotation in towards this. I don't know if Whitechapel Gaming can get themselves out of the situation. It's only the 2 members of the 4 Kings sitting inside this compound, but Unfixed and Soda have landed onto this one as well. But here comes the minutes of this. Kandam takes out Unfixed. Hunter now needs to be careful as he's got the Ghost teams right behind him here. The shot's going to come out. Khalil going to take out Hunter X there as well. The grenade's going to come down, and that's going to deal some damage over towards Hunter X. Unfixed gets eliminated there by Viking from behind. Soda now needs to try and do something on the background here as well. Towards Disaster, he's going to get the knock on towards Disaster. Can he get that kill though? That's the question. He's going to jump out and then try and deal some more damage. He does indeed get the kill on towards Disaster. Whitechapel Gaming down a member as Unfixed has been taken out here. Here come the Team Ghost as well. A lot of shots being rained out between these 2 teams as well. Kandam, what can he see from his perspective? He's got the Team Ghost right in. They literally, 4 Kings is the meat of the sandwich at this stage, as now more utility comes through from the Team Ghost members. All 3 of them sitting on top of here. Musty still a little bit further back here on our mini map here. You can see him, he's just on the edge holding that area over there, as now the grenade goes out in towards this little gap between the buildings here. And it seems like it's all just panning itself out here. Inexorable Gaming is holding up the hill just above these 2 teams here, or 3 teams rather. And he's just listening out for all the footsteps that they can listen out for. What is Team Ghost now going to do? What can Team Ghost do from this perspective as they take some shots over towards going down there as well? And I think Team Ghost are in a good little position here. I think they can kind of counter both teams. Need to just be careful of Inexorable Gaming on top of the hill there as the Molotov comes in towards the vehicle there. It's not going to connect onto any sort of human being there, or player character, we'll say. It's not a human, it's a player character. And been lagging, just listening to those footsteps of the ghosts here. But the ghosts are going to, looks like they're going to bug out of this. They don't want any sort of issues with the 4 Kings at this stage, and allow Whitechapel Gaming maybe to continue on this little push here. Shepard gets taken out, a lot of shots on towards him from the Inexorable Gaming crew. I mean, they knew they were there. I'm not entirely sure why you would try and rotate around that way, but now they're going to come out here. Shots going to come over towards them. Need to still be careful of Inexorable Gaming though, as 4 Kings actually ditched their way out of this compound here. Great movement here from the 4 Kings, getting themselves out of trouble, survive another day. And Whitechapel need to be very careful of what Inexorable Gaming is going to do above them now, because they kind of got them pinned down at this stage. Inexorable Gaming still having a look over towards Whitechapel Gaming, taking a couple shots here and there, but I think they're going to start getting themselves in the move fairly shortly. Crash is going to come in from the western side, and they will be that'll be every single team inside the circle. That's an interesting one. We don't often see that happen. From Pachinki in towards Razak comes the No Sleep crew as they get themselves on the lookout area. Well, just above the lookout area, we have the ninjas in bikini getting themselves. There's a lot of shots still getting taken over towards Whitechapel Gaming, and kind of the meat in the, I would say, Tramazzini, because it's a triangle. They need to just be careful and see where this circle moves out next. But not much happening elsewhere, really. Everybody just quickly just getting themselves there. Silent Bang has reconnected back inside Yaznaya. And I think for the Factus Gaming Elite guys, Duncan has DC'd. I think I saw him inside here. There we go. There he is. So he hasn't managed to reconnect at this stage, which is really unfortunate. And it looks like Diggs is just going to eliminate Duncan there. Make sure that no one gets that point, just in case. You never know. Circle shifts down towards the south eastern part of the playable area here. So all looking good for now. And what will we see the rotation? White Shepherd doesn't have to make the movement yet, but Shepherd gonna get knocked out there. And does he get flushed as well? He almost gonna be flushed. I don't think he can actually make a movement there either, which is actually quite interesting to be say the least. As Inexorable Gaming pull themselves back. Spartacus will get the knock on towards the No Sleep crew here, and Alfande has also been knocked out here as well. So now just leaves Slap the Face left alive here, as now the rotations coming towards the No Sleep members. Not as fast as you would see before as well. Twitch Hammer has been taken out there, but from behind we see Fairy Crew getting decimated here by ninjas in bikinis. Under Scotch, the last person surviving here from this rotation of the immediate side here, as they continue on their way here. Under Scotch gets out the building as the vehicle slips and rotates over. Medea still in the north hand side there, as now Resnad now makes this push on towards No Sleep on this area. It's all going to start popping off. These teams are starting to stay alive a lot later than what we've seen in the past, and Resnad just going to be holding off this area for now, waiting for that head to come through. Just misses it out there, but that grenade going to be coming in towards the doorway there as he pulls himself back here. The Crushers and the Four Kings now all sitting in one compound there as well. So it just seems a lot of shots being taken from Nos Gaming onto this area as well. You can just see all the tracing lines happening everywhere here. Factors Gaming make their way in from towards the north hand side here. Spartacus has spotted out Zvenden. Closes the door. Oh, Zvenden is peeking so well here, it must be said, as now it looks like Ninjas Bikini are waiting to close out this fight. The damage goes down towards the Slap the Face, does get in towards the bathroom here, but here makes the entrance is Resnad, makes the entrance in towards this compound here. Frico, last member standing here for No Sleep, as the grenade comes in, confirms on towards Slap the Face there from Azator. Azator does get knocked out though. Shot getting taken on towards Fico. Fico will get the knock on towards Resnad, and he's going to throw out a grenade straight away, and that grenade is going to confirm on towards Resnad, that's for sure. There it goes, and Resnad going to be taken out there as well. Zero now last member standing here for the members of Ninjas in Bikinis, and he's now going to have to go for that revive there, as Spartacus being knocked in the, far away in the other compound here. And this is looking dicey here for the members of Ninjas in Bikinis. Circle shifts up towards the north. The Crushers got the petrol station all carried out there. Is now Medea tries to make his rotation here. Rise is spotting this one out as well. Four Kings not really looking for a fight at this stage, as Venden will take down Zero there. And as Azator now makes his rotation over towards Spartacus to try and revive his teammate, and then we have to push this way back here. Frico is aware and he listens to these sort of sound cues here. He's definitely going to be able to deal some damage on towards Zero, as Zero trying to shimmy his way around. Or this Molotov though, if it spreads, it does spread. Great bit of utility usage coming out here from Frico, and he will eliminate Zero out there, as well as Ninja Bikinis get back onto two members there in the end and get Spartacus on his feet. Whew. Real OGs coming in from the eastern side of the map. Predicted circles just below Whitechapel Gaming in the little center compound down here by school. Savvy, I think, has spotted out that predicted circles is hanging out in this compound, and indeed he has, as now it looks like maybe the MLC Devils are going to make a push on towards the predicted circles, also known as Hicken. As now they're coming towards this one. The shots are going to be coming out here. Predicted circle is going to be traded out. Does get down US 9, but that's going to be okay for the MLC Devils to get that revive. No one really behind them at this stage. So good work coming out there from the members of MLC Devils, as Medea does get found out by Azator and will get knocked out there as well. And he, before Medea actually gets a knock on towards Spartacus, looks like he's going to be okay. He's going to get the revive there yet again. Normally this sort of circle gravitates his way over here to where the real OGs are sitting in this sort of foresty area. We've seen it here. Also, we've seen it inside this little open area here, as well as now the Risers try and make them push back. Can I'll be back make it in? Is inside the smoke area. He's gonna have to. Oh, but Abdu has spotted this one out. That's for sure. And you can spot out. I'll be back inside the smoke there. He's just on the edge of the smoke. That's why he got it. Mr. Frag will try and get that one back, but Abdu will hide behind a rock. Pretty hard cover. Better than smoke. And there's just very much long range fights happening all over the place here. Watch over gaming having a look over towards Inexorable Gaming there. Abdallah going to take some more shots on towards Practice Gaming. Next circle pops, does go over towards the southeast yet again, and this is kind of where we expected to go. It might shift up towards the north now. We've seen a couple of these southern circles coming out. We'll wait and see what happens. But a lot of teams having to make their way in. Still 16 teams alive. That's impressive with phase 4 up. We don't often see this being the case. So I'm liking this from the teams. It's really well done from them. Translucent has spotted out Cookie there as he gets tagged out quite a bit there from Diggs and Translucent. The vehicle wheels are going to be popped out. That's going to help Cookie. Oh, but Abdallah going to take out Cookie there. And that's a real good spot out there. Can the Anonymous get himself that knock on towards Cookie? I mean, pick up on towards Cookie. Needs to be careful. Abdallah could be waiting in the winds here. Look at the long range shot that he's taking over towards this team here. Just trying to get that bullet just in between here. We hear a lot of shots coming in here as Noz makes the rotations here. Now on towards the Risers. TF2 gonna try and push him away back here. Punisher gonna get taken out there as well. Mr. Frag gonna throw out the frag over towards the TF2, but he doesn't make it behind the wall just in time. Gets himself out of this one as well. As now it just leaves the 2 Risers left alive here against the 3 members of Noz Gaming, and 18 will eliminate Mr. Frag there in the background here. We hear more shots coming as the NR team try and make their way through as Ninja Bikinis gets taken out there in 16th position. That's not going to help, but Frico punishing that one out there as well, but he needs to be careful. The NR team right on his doorstep there, and that's not good for NIB. As Dosa finds out the last Furry crew member there, they get eliminated out in 15th position, and our teams are starting to fall quite hectically here as well. Now as Hawkins now will get down TF2, looks like he will confirm onto TF2 as well. Very shortly he's trying to take a shot on towards 80. Can he get it? 80 going to retaliate on 14th position, but TF2 will get taken out there by the Risers members. Here comes the 4 Kings on towards Noz Gaming here as well. A lot of shots happening all around the map as now the MLC Devils also crying crash on towards the Whitechapel Gaming crew here. Shepherd and gets knocked out here along with Unknowns. Soda being left alive here as the Spreever going to make his way in here, and Whitechapel Gaming in a tough spot coming out from there. And look at the amount of shots. Frico and I are going to take some shots on towards the NR team from behind inside the blue zone here. He needs to try and get himself in here as well. Practice Elite and Practice Gaming having a ding dong behind him as well. The grenade's going to come out. That's a great grenade coming out there from Frico's K9 now. He needs to try and get himself in towards the circle as quickly as possible. Last member standing here as Whitechapel Gaming gets eliminated out in 13th position. Frico gets eliminated out there as well, out in 12th position. And the NR team now trying to find this way out as Practice Elite gets eliminated out in 11th position. 5 teams falling in quick succession here, but the blue is not going to be kind towards K9 here. In 10th position he's going to go out, and I don't think Anonymous is aware of that, or is he? No helmet here for Anonymous at this stage. 6 teams out in a very quick succession there, and we left with the 9 teams alive here coming out. Sure, what a barrage of fire and teams getting eliminated. Now Anonymous, does he hear Abdallah making this rotation through there? Obviously the team can obviously hear him out here. will spot him out, and Abdallah will make quick work of that as Practice Gaming gets eliminated out in 9th position. Noz, with 2 members now, will retreat away from the members of 4 Kings, but going straight into the pathway of the Crushers Esports, as now they will now land their way here. Need to be careful also with Inexorable Gaming just behind them. Look, and Inexorable, that mind going to be good for them. The grenade's going to come out, and that's going to bounce just in front of 18. Does deal a little bit of damage here as Perex now makes his move on towards us. 18 going to get knocked out here. Android with very low HP here, going to be taken out there by Perex. The grenade not going to be able to knock any of members of Crushers Esports. Nods out in 8th position. As we continue on forward here inside this matchup here, we said it was going to go north. It's gone north. The Crushers are in a very commanding position where they are. They can kind of stop all the rotates coming in here. Just need to be careful on the side where the real OGs are, and they pretty much got this one sorted for now, as the shots coming over towards the 4 Kings members as they make their rotation in towards the circle here. And the position of where the Crushers are, this is kind of the only spot that the 4 Kings can play, but where Abdallah is sitting, can definitely try and see if he can get south lines. Needs to be careful of the teams inside the compound, that's for sure. And even MLC Devils, who are sitting on this side as well, as he looks over towards the members, notices that the 4 Kings may have spotted him out here. Indeed they have, as Khalil going to get taken out there by the members of... Shot's going to come out. Can he get Belangen? Can't get Belangen, but now he's given his position away. He needs to retreat, and so he will. The smoke going to come down. Just give him a little bit more cover there. And what can the Inexorable Gaming crew see from this point as they move up in towards here? They got high voltage just behind him on Volcano, and just spot out flame there, but not really going to get anything from that, as well as Team Ghost welcome the members of the MLC Devils into their compound here. 6 Fast is still alive here. I think one of the members are getting taken out. Squeeve are going to be taken out here as well. Just leaving 6 Fast here left alive, but he's not going to last long, as Musty will eliminate the MLC Devils out in 7th position here. Stazel trying to do as much work here as possible on towards the 4 Kings as well. Dosa going to take out Kov there as well. And look at the grenades coming in as Kandam gets eliminated there by Abdallah. Just, I mean, I don't know where to look, because there's fighting happening everywhere along this map here. And 4 Kings down to just 2 members here inside their little hidey hole here. They're still inside the circle as it shifts down a little bit towards the south yet again. 2 compounds still in. I think it will end out the compounds, as now the Crushers are looking to finish this one off. That Molotov is a good Molotov there from the Crushers Esports, and can they stop the burn? Perex going to get the burn on towards the Silent Bang. Khalil going to get knocked up on Dosa as well, as the shot's going to come taken down in towards the members of the 4 Kings here. Perex really desperate to try and get more points out. 8 kills already for the members of Crushers Esports inside this matchup. Really good first 2 games coming out from this team, and they're really looking to bring themselves up here after a couple bad days. First day was really good. Day 2 and 3 not so hot for them by their standards, it must be said. And they're looking pretty good now, but they got the real OGs coming on towards the Crushers there in the background as High Voltage still tries to find a way to get past Inexorable Gaming here. But the real OGs coming in behind the Crushers here. Don't think that Dosa has spotted this one out, to be honest. Or has he? It looks like he's looking over towards this direction. Charbel going to come up behind him now. I don't think they're going to spot this one. Charbel has spotted out Dosa there in the background. Need to just pick the right moment here. The shot's going to come out there. Dosa going to be knocked out there by Charbel with his SLR. Now the Crushers know that they have to try and back out of this one and now focus on what's in front of them here. Static going to come close towards Perex here. Perex not going to see what he can do. Perex going to be able to get the knock on towards Static here and try and flush this one out now. Just 2 members left for the real OGs at this stage. The grenade going to come through there. The grenade's going to get taking him out there. Dosa going to get eliminated out there, putting the members of Abdallah just going to go for it. And Abdallah going to get taken out there by Silent Bang here as we look over towards the real OGs there. But Abdallah now going to be bleeding out there and will be confirmed fairly shortly there as well. As you can see there in the background, he's going to be taken. Silent Bang will pick up that kill on towards the Crushers Esports. Light looking over towards there, but Breaks from his angle is going to be doing so much damage, and the real OGs get eliminated out in 6th position. 12 kills here for Crushers Esports, and they're looking pretty strong here indeed, getting the points where they need it. And our main man from Friday night, 50 FPS, what can he do? Is his team getting eliminated there by the Blue Zone and Inexorable Gaming there? What can they do? Flame will eventually get confirmed. Stays or eventually bleeds out to his injuries, and Naku I think is just spotted out 50 FPS there as well, as Naku just get a little bit of damage. Viking tries to do all that he can, and High Voltage out in 5th position. 4 teams remain. Enix, the team Ghosts, Crushers, and 4 Kings. What has 4 Kings got at the moment? 2 kills on their name. We're going to have a look at the Inexorable Gaming crew. 3 kills at this stage. And this is good for 4 Kings, trying to keep within the battle. I mean, he's only got Silent Bang left alive here for the 4 Kings, but he needs to try and do as much as possible to try and claw back some points over the Inexorable Gaming crew. Crushers, I think Abdallah a little bit aggressive there on the 4 Kings there. Now leaves them just the 2 members left alive here. They just have to wait for the members just to make their movement in. Inexorable Gaming now need to start making their way, but they've got this little hill here to make their rotations. I don't know if Musty's going to spot them out. That also there is a building in the way there as well. So Naku already on the opposite side, looking over to try and see what's going to be happening. It looks like Crushers are just content to lie on their belly and see what happens from here. Silent Bang doesn't have to do much movement here because he's also inside the playable area. Then for the next phase, Idea has spotted out Inexorable Gaming making their movements, and everybody looks like they're going to make it in here, and the Crushers are going to be hearing the tippity tap of Inexorable feet coming closer and closer towards them. Can they finish this one out on towards them? They are just playing this one safe here, is the Crushers Esports. What can the Silent Bang is not doing much here either. He's just going to be chilling until as far in as possible, wait for these teams to fight it out, and then try and claw back some points over Inexorable Gaming. But Inexorable Gaming on the hunt now. They would have heard all the commotion coming in the back inside this forest, that's for sure. So they will know that there's probably some lurkers sitting inside here. As I think the Blue Zone just about to stop here, as well as Hot Viking gets tagged up. Shifts over, and Silent Bang still inside the circle here. Grenade comes out, doesn't connect onto Perex. I think that was just a kind of a scare tactic happening over here. Perex now going to throw out the flashbang over towards the Inexorable Gaming crew. Another grenade going to be popped over. That's not going to connect onto anybody. As Light and Perex now pull themselves back here. Need to do this at the right time. It doesn't look like Inexorable Gaming going to catch them in that rotate right now. And now the Ghosts need to make their movement in towards the circle here. Where does Ibia go? He's going to go to where the Silent Bang is. And Silent Bang can now deal some damage on towards these teams. Oh, Ibia hasn't spotted him out. Oh, no, 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 no. No one spotted him out. Team Ghosts are not going to look behind him. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no. Else gonna come across. Oh, they're gonna spot this one out. They're gonna heal. Oh, I think Ibia spotted him out. Yes, indeed, spotted him out. And the Silent Bang gonna be taken out there in 4th position. And the Ghosts will pick up another kill for their troubles. On 5 kills here for Team Ghosts. In towards Crushers Esports are just still burying themselves underneath the dips of a wrangle here, as Inexorable Gaming will throw out another grenade. It's pretty quiet here in the end as well. Naku gets a couple of tags on towards Team Ghost. And the Crushers are just stuck in the middle of this, and now the final circle has come across here. This is where we're all going to be ending out. No shelter mid off here that we're going to be seeing at this stage. Perek's going to throw out that Molotov, doesn't connect. Oh, sorry. One of the team goes, throws out the Molotov towards Perex here, and the smokes are just getting bombarded here. And for the guys, it's going to be that flash. Those frames are still going to start attacking. His IBA now makes his movement across here. Does spot out. Crushes Esports will take out Perex. Can he switch over? He does switch over towards Light, and he'll take out Crushers out in 13th position. But for the Crushers, it's been a fantastic game. And now it's the Team Ghost versus Inexorable Gaming, a 3-on-3. Team Ghost have won a game inside this final. And they had the man advantage in that final, as in that one game as well. They are now equal terms. Can they beat out Inexorable Gaming here? Coming out here at the end here. Viking now going to be lying on his belly as they try and make this a really close to the edge of the circle here. As look at the smokes. Let's have a quick overview. Look at what the smokes are doing. Naku can now spot out some of the members here as Musty gets put down on his face. Carlisle going to take, and now it'll be an even 2-on-2. Great work coming out there from the Ghost and Inexorable Gaming. It's a ding-dong battle. It's definitely, that's for sure. As we wait for the smokes, will start to now dissipate. Abia needs to now try and spot out Viking. He's got this tree to his advantage here. Does not connect, does Ibia, and that's a mistake as Hot Tickety now will try and get that confirmed. Now just leaves Khalil left alive, and Inexorable Gaming will take out that chicken dinner with 6 kills in the end of the day. That will get them a little bit further ahead of the 4 Kings as they finished out in 4th position for the 4 Kings. Great work there. Interesting little end there. Team Ghosts. Great game from them as well. Coming out with second. Another good game from Team Ghost rather as well. They come out in 2nd position with a total of 7 kills. In 3rd, Crushers Esports will come out with 12 kills. Massive numbers coming out from that team. In 4th position was the 4 Kings with 2 kills and rounding up our top 5. High Voltage finishing off with 1 kill.